Hello everybody, welcome back to Wizard of Legend with me, Flik, and I'm trying out new recording software technically, so if there's any weirdness, issues, etc. I apologise in advance. I'm doing a little test because I recently switched over to some new software to use for streaming, and I've done some local recordings while streaming with that, and the local recordings are coming out better than my standard recordings with my normal recorder, even though I don't even know if this is doing 1080 or 720, but the picture quality looked a little bit better to me, so I'm giving this a test and I'm not going to tinker with anything yet, so this is kind of like an experimental video. And we're going with an earth theme, so I'm going to stick with using the defensive based cloak. But we have our rock throw, we have our rock agent, we have our blink teleport chaos element, and then the same chaos alt. I've switched our starting relic to this shovel because it increases earth damage, so I think that changed his damage from like 7 to 15, which didn't seem too bad. Is this a good setup? Who knows? Let's just go and try it. And also, I vastly underestimated how many Arcana I've unlocked, because I didn't realise I have the achievement called Heart of the Cards. I remember getting that on a stream VOD. And that's for getting 99 Arcana unlocked. So we don't have a crap ton more to unlock. Not nearly as many as I thought I did. Alright, that's working out very well so far. Obviously. Ooh, why did I just randomly jump off the edge almost? Oh, you know why I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I am pressing Moonlighter buttons. Alright, we're going to have to nip that in the bud. Moonlighter has very strange buttons, so really it's only my left hand that should be making any mistakes. Now the real test is whether or not this teleport actually does remove you from the world, meaning I can teleport through things. I'd like to test, especially now that we have health, but never mind, because they died. Oh, we got more wind damage. Wind, air, you know, same difference. It's fine. So that's good if we do have to branch out, and I'm not aiming for a mono. Well, obviously we're not aiming for a mono build because I'm using 2 Chaos Element. Although now that I'm using 2 Chaos Element, if we got Royal Flush, it would increase the damage of my Q. Rock the Casbah. I don't know what a Casbah is. Is it a place? Okay, good. I heard Sura next to me and it was just her kind of flopping down. I was like, you just seem to be going to sleep. That's why I started this recording. So if this does end up not being 1080p 60 frames, which is what I usually use, but the picture quality looks better, tell me. I'll gauge it for myself. There's a contingent of people who think that on YouTube, at least, there's no point going above 720 60 frames because YouTube just compresses so very badly. Like, the compression YouTube uses is very out of date at this point. That's why I'm loath to ever have to edit a video and do my own rendering, because my rendering lowers the quality and then YouTube just makes it so much worse. But we'll see. It might be 1080p. Actually, you know what? I could do a check live. I'm going to do a check right now because I have a video here that I locally recorded of us playing Killing Floor, doing the summer event. It is 720 60 frames. So it would not be 1080 for our local recording. But it might look better, as I say. If it doesn't, that's fine. I didn't get rid of my other... I mean, before I was just using OBS for everything, streaming and local recording. Different profiles for each, obviously, because I don't stream in 1080. But then Streamlabs, which is what I use for like all my alerts for subscribers and stuff like that, they brought out their own version of OBS with like full integration for all their stuff. And I switched to that for streaming because it's just bloody convenient. It's one less window I have to have open while I'm streaming because it's all just built in, and it's pretty handy. And as I say, the local recording options for it seem to be coming out really nice quality. So I'm testing it for local recording purposes. If it's still not that great, I'll just hang on to the other OBS and use that, because it has the settings I know I like. Like the best kind of mix I can get between quality and file size, because I can't have massive file sizes, unfortunately. And I think, like that Killing Floor 2 video I mentioned, that's like 35 minutes of us doing the Killing Floor 2 event, and it's like 7 gig. So I feel like if I went up to 1080, that would double, unfortunately. We could get ourselves another Word of Lightning, even though it looks like Earth. We could get ourselves another Earth-related item. It's one I've had before, and I don't value it too much because the shields don't really seem to block anything. It's more so it's just they are shields, but they only do damage. They don't seem to really do anything else. We don't have Royal Flush, so it's not super necessary, but we haven't seen the shop yet. Another thing is, once I've unlocked all the spells, I know we've still got a bunch of starting artifacts to get, but they're not super important. That leaves us to spend our Chaos Orbs freely to try and manipulate which enemy we fight first. Which council member, to be specific. But also, someone was telling me that you can hand in Chaos Gems to start with 200 gold on a run instead of 100. And that is interesting to me, because that means you could do a much more kind of tailored artifact run. Speaking of which, wasn't the headband pretty good? Or wasn't the pocket watch pretty good? I don't remember. I think I'm going to buy an Arcana. Usually I would go for an artifact floor one, but we'll go for an Arcana. And I will go for... Oh, that's in the... I saw that at the shop at the start. But this is the most expensive. Isn't Flame Breath only... No, it's not gold bordered, so it should be fine. Alright, it's a little bit of a Flame Breath. Mix things up a little bit. The final boss uses that one. Pretty damaging. Not against him. Against him it didn't seem to do much. Goodbye. So that's the random poison enemy? No, increases the potency of your poison stats effects. We don't have anything to take advantage of that. If I'd bought the Earthen Shield, that doesn't have poison on it either, so we're not missing anything there. It's unfortunate that we're fighting the Earth guy last when we have a predominantly Earth build. I think the only person I've not fought as a tier 3 is the Ice Lady. Get squished. We run into this big room every time and I'm expecting a gigantic fight and it's just, there's no fight. Probably get rid of the mage first. It's the only real threat. Oh, hello friends. Did I get a crit there, or did the agent get a crit there? I'm not sure. Oh, this room. We get this room a lot. See, the way they get knocked sometimes is very frustrating. I hit them with a flame attack from this direction, and he didn't get hit in this direction with everybody else. He went, ugh, and went behind me and attacked me. He didn't move, he was hit that way by the attack, which makes no sense. I know they do get a teleport technique once you fight them from tier 2 onwards. And me just exploding your face. Nope. Alright, so we found our boss. Don't really want to fight it yet. Is that a shop? Nope, that's combat. Luring them in with the agent, because the agent does generate aggro, and then doing the Q seems to be the smart way to synergize between those two spells. Alright. A lot of gold. Just need something to spend it on. It could be this way. combat. Alright. Damn. There's a shop around here somewhere, Kif. Oh, you're not dead. Well, now you are. This is a dead end. I was trying to speedrun, I should have just went straight for the boss. Also, the speedrun of this game, I believe, is 11 minutes. Which is pretty ridiculous. It must mean they just... Well, one, they kind of got lucky finding where the boss is straight away, but at the same time, not stopping to upgrade, probably never getting hit and just using your basic loadout. I'm curious what their starting loadout was. Copper pipe, that's new to me. I don't think I've seen that. I'm going to buy it just to know what it does. Increases duration of your shock stat. Ah, shit. I was not expecting it to be shock element. Yeah, you see a copper pipe, you'd think earth. I thought it would maybe be like earth damage along the ground does more or something stupid like that. Nope. No. Gotta be over here. That flame missed him, apparently. Oh, we have a couple of good fire spells. No lightning ones. Just the enhanced version of this too. Reduces damage but shoots 2 stones at a time. Nope, not taking a damage down in any shape or form. I'll buy the fire dragons. Sworn that rogue was dead. We've got a powerful kind of like combo at the point an enemy is vulnerable, so it's really going to be good for the bosses. Not so much for horde rooms, of which there's a lot. Too many, one could argue. But I think that's on purpose, so you can't take a build that's just really, really good at taking out one target, because then you would have a much easier time with the council members. Alright, Freiya. Ooh, that was a bad dodge there for a second there. I believe I just confirmed that it doesn't have iframes, because I was in the teleport phase there and I got frozen. It still moved me though, which is good. Right, easy fight regardless. Very disappointed it doesn't seem to have iframes though. Oh, thunder spell. Flamethrower isn't working out very well. Alright, so you teleport, but then there's 2 stomps because it's enhanced. That's better than the air-related one, which is the Superman dive, because the Superman dive one, you're stuck for too long. Lightning's going to be garbage against Earthman, though, if we get that far. Oh wait, I don't have to stand still for the second shock. For the first one I do, but then I can move, and the second shock... Too many S words in a Scottish accent is a hate crime. The second shock just happens, whether I'm standing still or not. Yeah, okay. Not bad. And just teleport into the fire. Bye. How is that making the sound of water? I guess because they're watery eyeballs? I will let you take one of my Arcana, because why not? You took fire. Oh, you took the one I didn't want and have not had equipped, so that's totally fine. Let's go for this one. The dash. Nope. All we lost there was our time, so that's not so bad. Is he dead? Yes. Okay. Hey, I know that spell. You really shouldn't have walked there. Another room of combat. Oh, you're not dead. Those dragons do surprisingly little damage. I guess the kind of offset is you get a lot of them. And if you had that artifact increases number of spells, it would fire even more. Yeah, I saw you firing that before I could be seen, barely. Okay. That is a combat room. I'd love to know how someone got through my ult there. Goodbye. So I just linked this back around to the start, which I totally knew. Already up to 73 gems, which isn't bad. Need an Arcana and or item shop though. Nope, not down there. That'd be a dead end then. Where have we not been? To the right and then below. Okay. Ah. Let's see. I don't remember what the hourglass does. Activates when taking damage at low health, briefly removes cooldown. Not very good. No, the other shop was literally next door. Should I have waited? Well, honestly, not really. I should have saved my money, is what I should have done. And then that'll be the boss down here, probably. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, it is. Ha! I just nothing personnel the nothing personnel enemy. Goodbye. Do have enough for a heal, but nah, it's fine. I thought we were up to the boss, but we're not. Our killing, it's probably just because our last run had almost every... Oh! There's a lot of stuff in it. Almost every damage up that existed in the game, so this is just feeling slower because, I mean, it is. We're doing a lot less damage. Oops. What I actually meant to do is that, thank you. Just kind of stood there. Got a lot of gold for him too. Combat room. I just standing still while the room finishes itself. Drill, ice spear, grasping earth, and then an enhanced version of dragon arc, which does fires 2 dragons simultaneously, increases the number of charges. That seems good. I was saying it wasn't doing enough damage, so this is a straight damage increase for it. Is it enough? Guess we'll see. We've had it before. Beat the crap out of that mage. Didn't really feel like I was firing twice as many there. No, it didn't feel like twice as many at all. Didn't it only go up from 9 to 10? Get out of here. Why did I lose my dash there? Good question. More proof it doesn't have iframes, unfortunately. Don't think we're going to get a chance to use this. Oh, never mind, we totally are. We don't have wind, unfortunately. Or ice. Ah, we've seen it, that's the mage room. So now we're just looking for our item room. Which we found, and it has a sail on the sash in the horse head. Oh, that is really good. Adds a much necessary change to the game that should be in by default. Alright, mental note, the red headband, always pick it up. It fixes part of the problem with the game. We're getting very unlucky with not getting items after bosses. Ah, there is a special room somewhere on the floor. There, to be exact. I mean, it could be the pinata, which could be useful. We'll have a look. Sell something I'm not using. I'm not using air damage, so take it. I think everything else I... Oh, no, I don't want that either. Increases duration of your shock status. I don't inflict shock status with this, do I? No, it does say shock down all foes. Maybe buy another... Increases resistance to fire-based attacks. It's going to be useful for exactly this fight and then never again. Well, no, that's not true. The final boss uses fire attacks. Don't usually get hit by those attacks. It's usually the lightning one and the chaos element, but still. Alright, 4 attacks. Oh, I did dodge through that one. And out. I lost Kent. Ah, that'll be it now. Actually, animation skipped. I love when the bosses cheat and are still easy. Aqua Vortex. The Earth guy is weak to air, right? So this wouldn't be helpful against him. Kind of spam them. Nah. He's definitely not strong against... Oh, sorry, he's definitely not weak to lightning. So I'm going to get rid of my lightning. And we'll see how that goes. Because we dumped the item that made the shock. Oh wait, no we didn't. I should have. Oh well. Either way, we know for a fact lightning is garbage here, so we might have more luck with the water spell, honestly. High freeze rate. Not relevant against bosses, obviously. Still good to know, though. The setup works, it's just not doing enough damage. Merchant's Cart, I don't know what that does, but I assume it'll be too late in the game to care. I am interested in getting that Shock Claymore spell, because if it's a lightning greatsword, I want it. It wasn't there when I started the run, unfortunately, though. Get out of here. Gotta remember it's a close range spell, that's the only thing. It's only for Chaos Gems, it's not worth it. Let's go from the starting room. Him into the fire. He did not go into the fire. There we go. Now he is. Poisoned himself. He seemed to have the poison gas coming off of him. Oh. Well, this was your one chance to be useful by having the greed items, but you don't, so nuts to it. No, I was about to say let's just go to the boss. I should have. I could get away, it's adorable. Give me the archer. No, you give me something much worse than that. Happy to kill your ads for days, honestly. We have enough to maybe buy something. Well, we do, but as I say, I think it only affects the shop, and this is our last... Well, we have one more shop after this, but... No thank you. Was it likely to do a shopping cart? Maybe the shop has more options, or he can get stuff to you easier so the prices come down, something like that. I remember this room, I don't like it. How did that archer survive everything? Yeah, that's what I thought. Too much HP, goodbye. Checking the bomb before I knew he existed there. I think that's a curse shop over there. Oh wait, no, I saw a spike. Get off my platform. I'll just wave if you don't mind. I guess I could summon that to do some work too. Well, actually, that draws them together. That's even better. Get off my platform. I could have sworn I saw a spike up here. Down here? Oh, I did! It's that combat room. Ugh. Ah, dead end. Ah, I lost the special just as I triggered them. Did the other one die? Nope. Oh, nothing personnel while I'm here. So you're gonna steal one of my Arcana. Go for it. You took the one I wasn't using, and you gave me the crap card. Alright, well. At least it makes the potion cheaper on the floor. But the other item she can give you is better. Just demonstrably better. Go back from the start. This is our last floor before the final bosses, so we don't want to half-ass any of it. Don't know why that second one missed him. Getting a little overwhelmed, but thankfully I have the solution. Oh, that's the bubble one, right? That's garbage. Yeah. Looks funny, but is not useful. Also, I was not in range of the attack that hit me there from the rogue, so it's a good job he healed me for it. They have little knives, they do not have long swords. How did he hit me while frozen? Crap like that. He was frozen. We all saw it was frozen. And I got hit after he was frozen. Let's take out box he can do. And healed for more than the maximum health gain a shield. Eh. We might be able to buy the storybook, which makes the agent better. Why can't you beat something easy like the archer? Every other time I've fired those rocks at those projectiles, it's destroyed them. But for him, that doesn't apply. That was a lot of heals. So we're up to the boss. I don't know if I've ever bought Vine Mail. Release a grove of rooting vines when taking damage. It won't affect the council members, so pointless. For standard room clearing though, that seems pretty good. If it actually does work on all the enemies. And well, even if we win here, we're not going to have high enough HP to kill the final boss, and our build isn't exactly great for him, so... At least we made it this deep, I suppose. Oh, that was my spikes there. One, two, three... 4. Yeah, didn't skip an animation there, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. One. 3, 4. Big heals? To dash. Oh, right, yeah, I've used that one before. I'll take the Chaos Rift, thank you very much. So we're going to have, what, 350 HP? For Sura, Summon, whatever it's called. Oh, not even. I thought you got 100 health. We do have an agent on our side, though. I wonder if there's a limit to how much damage he'll take when he's in that vulnerable phase. here we go. Oh, he started with lightning? Interesting. Agent, I'm going to need you to do more work than that, buddy. Alright, we did a good run there. The build was crap. The spell I wanted isn't here. Flame Fusion. Arc Sphere. Bouncing Bubble. Let's get the Captain Planet Ring, whatever this is. Get those just because it's cheap. Oh, I could have got the Sash. Bugger. That's okay. Might try another costume next time, depending on the spells I pick. Hope you enjoyed though, and I will see you next time. Ta-ta for now.